Ipswich, a port town and borough in Suffolk, England, was gripped by fear in the year 2006. 5 women were murdered and their bodies left across the town. 2 years later, that fear eased. Steve Wright was jailed for life, convicted of the killings and unmasked as a serial killer. But years later, in 2024, the case took a chilling new turn. Wright was charged again, this time with the kidnapping and murder of 17-year-old Victoria Hall all the way back in 1999. On Monday this week, he appeared for trial at London's Old Bailey Court, and the 67-year-old unexpectedly pleaded guilty. His admission confirmed a grim truth. Wright had killed 7 years before his known murder spree had begun, and this took place just a short distance from Ipswich. Wright also pleaded guilty to the attempted kidnapping of a 22-year-old woman the day before Hall's murder. And all of this was back in 1999. Victoria was just 17 years old when she disappeared during a night out more than 25 years ago. She was from Trimley St. Mary in Suffolk. Hall had left her home on the evening of 18 September 1999 for a night out at the Bandbox nightclub in the coastal town of Felixstowe in eastern England. She disappeared while walking back home in the early hours from the nightclub. Her naked body was found in a stream 40 kilometers away 5 days later. Hall was planning to study sociology at University of Roehampton, Surrey, before she was murdered. A year after she was killed, her parents, Graham and Lorinda Hall, appealed for help to bring her murderer to justice. 20 years ago, Ipswich was a quiet town, generally considered safe. But in late 2006, the Suffolk County came into sudden limelight and grabbed the attention of the media world. The naked bodies of Gemma Adams, Tanya Nicole, Anneli Alderton, Paula Clennell and Annette Nichols were all discovered scattered around Ipswich over a 10-day period. This entire revelation caused panic in the town and surrounding areas as well. The people of Ipswich endured 6 weeks of terror, in a sense, while detectives hunted for the serial killer. The hunt finally ended with the arrest of Steve Wright from his home. Wright was a former merchant seaman and a forklift driver. His career history is varied. He has also reportedly ran the Ferry Boat pub in Norwich's red light district, but that is yet to be confirmed by authorities. Now, in 2001, he was working as a barman at the Brook Hotel in Felixstowe. Wright was fired from his job after he stole hundreds of pounds from the till. He was ordered to carry out 100 hours of community service. Born in Norfolk in 1958, he moved to Ipswich's red light district in October 2006 and was living with his partner of 6 years. Wright admitted to hiring sex workers throughout most of his adult life, but he hid the fact that he was murdering them. He asphyxiated the women and left 2 of their bodies in a crucifix position with their arms outstretched. Wright's killing spree was compared with that of the 19th century serial killer Jack the Ripper, who targeted prostitutes in the East End of London. Wright was given a whole life order, meaning that he could never be released from prison. In fact, during sentencing, the judge described his act of crime as a targeted campaign of murder. But the accused had consistently denied the earlier allegations, even though his DNA was found on 3 of the victims and bloodstains from 2 of the other of them were found on his jacket at his home. His guilty pleas just a few days ago marked the first time that he has ever admitted to any offense. For Victoria's parents, this ends a 26-year-long wait for justice. Years that were shaped by loss, uncertainty, and the absence of answers. Police say they now finally know who was responsible for Victoria's murder. And for the families of other victims, there is a measure of closure too. After decades in which Wright denied any wrongdoing, even while serving life sentences for his crimes.